No need to knock, the door's unlocked. Come on in, let's have some fun. We'll make it hot, won't wanna stop. Slide on into Surburban Slut. No need to knock, the door's unlocked. Come on in, let's have some fun. We'll make it hot, won't wanna stop. Slide on into Surburban Slut.
Switch me on and let's switch it up. Hey there, slutties, and welcome to the Surburban Slut Podcast, your home for kinkery, for sluttery, for fuckery, well, and everything in between. It is I, your fantastic host, Sammie Switch, so why don't you, slide on in and, let's get cozy, shall we? What's going on? It's been, it's not been a minute, it's been a week. But you will notice the audio quality is significantly better all of a sudden. Yes, that is true. Daddy Sammie has upgraded his equipment. We have the new Vocaster 2. We have a new AM8 Fifine. There we go. They're not sponsoring the show, so it doesn't matter if I say it wrong. New microphone. And yes, we are up and running and ready to fucking go. Before we start the madness, the chaos, the good stuff you come for, let's go ahead and get our good old plugs out of the way. You love the show, you support the show, you adore the show. Well, where can you do that? The absolute best place, of course, is, well, Patreon. Patreon.com, Surburban Slut Podcast. On there for just a measly small amount of $5 a month. Well, you not only support the show, you not only show that you're a good human and that you're a good little darling of mine, you also get exclusive content such as photographies. Wow. I definitely need some more caffeine. You get exclusive content such as photos, such as ad-free episodes, no ads at all for you. You also get to participate in group chats and polls and connect with other slutties that are part of the Patreon community. And to top everything off, I mean, for $5 a month, that's not even the cost of a bottle of lubricant. You get all that and so much more and direct access to me, as always. So what are you waiting for? Patreon.com, Surburban Slut Podcast. Sign up for that $5, and that money will go directly into the show and help us get bigger, better, longer, harder, faster. Yes. Some of that probably didn't make sense. It sounded cool, though, so we're going to roll with it. Also, next up is the Instagram, Surburban Slut Podcast on Instagram. Of course, there you also have access to our link tree, which will direct you to get to the podcast, donations, buy stuff, everything. It's all there and it's great. So definitely check out Instagram, check out our link tree. Fat Life Sammie Switch. If you're on that website, you know what the website is about, so feel free to search and add me there. That's where you can also get connected with the exclusive group Pens Playbox. If you dare incline, have a look and see if it's something you might be interested in. Facebook is Sammie Switch, and also Facebook, Surburban Slut Podcast. And what else? I always feel like there's something else here, right? Like, every time I do this, there's like a new social... Oh, new. That's right. We are finally getting behind and boosting our X/Twitter, whatever you want to call it. I call it Twitter, but I know people call it X, but it's just weird to say X. So, Surburban Slut Podcast on Twitter or X. This is where we are going to be connecting and collaborating a lot with like-minded creators and content creators. So, definitely go check that out. And I believe that's all the socials. I know, I'm getting better. Guys, girls, gals, guys, girls, theys, thems. I'm getting better. And practice makes perfect. So someday I'm going to get the plugs in right away, lubricated softly, but, quick, and we're going to move on with the show. Speaking of the show, what do we got tonight? Well, tonight's episode, it's going to be interesting. We have a segment I've been dying to put out there. The siren herself, Ashley Klemm, came back on the show, and we did a Social Slutties segment on love languages, and that is coming to you tonight. So I really hope you enjoy it, and I really hope you like it. Always appreciate any feedback, of course. Where can you send feedback or questions? Oh, loop back to the plug, suburbanslutpodcast@gmail.com. That's the one I forgot. Almost batting 100. Almost. Next time. Always feel free to send any questions, comments, quandaries, play previous games, whatever you want. Send it on in. I'll read it and probably bring it to you right here live on the air. So what are you waiting for? All right, now back to, so we got Ashley covered. There's a lot of events coming up. So I'm going to have to take a second here and try to get all this out and then do a brief little touch base. I want to do a touch base this week with the new year. It's 2026. I hope your new year is starting off slutty. I hope you're having fantastic orgasms that make your toes curl and you just go, hamana, 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 hoo. That was great. All right, events. Let's get it out of the way. Okay. So as far as sponsorships and working alongside brands that line up with our core values and, who we are, who we love, and who we appreciate. Friends Night Out, commonly known as F&O. We are going to be participating in some of their events. We're going to be sponsoring some of their events in a way. So let me introduce you to Friends Night Out. It's a lifestyle club out here in the suburbs, not really north, west suburbs, like the Aurora area is the home base. So if you know Aurora, if you know Wayne's World was in Aurora, so you know Aurora. That is the home base for the clubhouse, also affectionately known as the barn. It's an amazing location. It's got a dance floor. It's got, coolers, bar, and it's got a delightful upstairs area that is just, it's a good time if you get up there. So we are going to be promoting and talking up Friends Night Out for this year. Where to find them? Well, the best route is always friendsnightout.com. That is their event website, and it also has all the information on their parties, rules, guidelines, things that are very good to know beforehand. So definitely go check that out. It's worth the click, let me tell you. 2 of the parties, and again, this is only 2, so this is me, baby steps into Friends Night Out and supporting their events and their content. One of the new parties this year for 2026 is labeled Penny's Wild Ride Parties. Yeah, Wild Ride. This girl, if you have not met Penny in person, she is sultry, she is desire, she is trouble. And I can vouch for this. 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. Penny is a wonderful time. So her parties are going to be the 3rd Saturday of every month. And it's just a play-focused party, and the focus of these parties are couples and thruples. Unfortunately, there is no singles allowed at this time. If something changes, they'll obviously post on the website, but as of the last posting and reading, it is couples, thruples only with a focus on group play. So if that's your jam, check out friendsnightout.com. If that's not your jam, well, there's another party. A party I'm kind of a big fan of and kind of a big supporter of and kind of will be at every time. We also have Miss Lisa's Boys Town Wild West. Okay, so check it out. Miss Lisa, she's adorable. She's so kind. I could flirt with her all day. She's that awesome. All day. Twice on Sunday. She is hosting a party that is focused on bi men, which sadly, is a market that is really dry. There's not a lot of parties or groups that like to lift and support and focus on bi men. You'd be surprised, but a lot of women's fantasies when it comes to group play and threesomes and foursomes and moresomes is two bi men and themselves. Because what else would a lady love besides two men giving them attention while also giving attention to each other? So if that's something you've never partaken in, or if it's something that spikes your interest, then you definitely are going to want to come out and try Miss Lisa's Boys Town West parties. These are going to be the first Fridays of the month, so keep an eye out for those. Also, again, this information is all on friendsnightout.com. Yes, I am going to be working the door. I'm going to be the muscle for the parties that Miss Lisa hosts. So if you come to the party, you're going to be me because I'm going to be taking your ticket and giving you a little smooch and going, thank you for coming. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Other events upcoming. God. So I guess it's early, but why not just fucking announce it? Surburban Slut Podcast. Exotica 2026, motherfucker. We are coming back. We are coming hot, heavy, hard, often. This is going to be the Cinderella comeback story since we were unable to attend last year. This is our first year at the convention. It's going to be like my 12th year. I've gone a lot. And yeah, so this will be the first time going as media and doing interviews, doing coverage, supporting them as always. Right now, the Exotica dates for Chicago are April 10th through April 12th, obviously 2026. And, you know, I supported them last year. It's a great company. It's a great convention, sex positivity all around. And it's a great way to meet people and other content creators. Really, really excited to get out there and make some new connections and absolutely promote and push the show. So really, really looking forward to this. I'm also right now in the works of trying to find co-hosts for the show for that weekend. I'm going to be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and each day I'm trying to have a co-host to help interview guests, to help, you know, talk to exhibitors, talk to fans, everything. Right now, I'm currently looking for a Friday and Sunday co-host. And we can talk logistics, we can talk all that stuff, and we can go from there. But I would need someone to come, want to dress up, have fun, talk to other people, help promote the show, and be, you know, be a model for the show pretty much, because you're going to be the co-host and model. You're going to be the eyes and the embodiment of the Surburban Slut podcast for that day. So that's something I'm working on. And inquiries, please, by all means, suburbanslutpodcast@gmail.com. Right now, tentatively, I know it's early, it's like 4 months away. As of right now, the Saturday co-host, I'm going to figure out a name for it, but the Saturday co-host at this time tentatively agreed, one of my favorite fucking human beings. They are amazing. They have a personality that is unmatched. They are very just fucking badass. Bowie Sinclair, as of right now, tentatively, again, no promises, Bowie and I are in the talks of them coming out and helping me on Saturday, because that's the big day. That's open to clothes. That's big guns. That's interviews with content creators at the hotel room. That's, you know, everything. It's a lot of work. And Bowie is one of my, legit, heart to heart, one of my favorite people that has come on the show. We've definitely built a friendship there. So awesome and so unique. I'm really looking forward to this opportunity. If things go well, I know we're going to knock it out of the fucking park. So yeah, so as of right now, Exotica is in the works. More details to come. Hopefully more people to come and me and you know how it goes. Ooh, slutties. I'm so excited. I'm genuinely really excited for everything going on right now. Big things are coming. Like I said, 2026 is the year of the slut, and you bet your sweet ass we're going to make it that way. So, Any hoozles. So that's the parties. That's everything coming up right now. I know you're anxiously waiting for Social Slutties with Ashley. I know she's amazing. She's beautiful. She's stunning. Inside joke. Ash, don't get mad. You know I got to do it, dubs. But we're gonna touch base for a minute here, Slutties, and I'm gonna be honest and open with you guys, girls, theys and thems. Sammie right now is going through a rough patch, and yeah, just a lot of changes have happened recently, and it happens to us all. I mean, first and foremost, obviously I'm okay. It's dating, it's emotional stuff. So unfortunately, going into the new year, Shane the good boy and I have parted ways. They were an amazing part of my life for a few months, and we ended on bad terms. We were fighting, didn't see eye to eye. It happens. But legit, I will always have a soft spot for Shane. They are an awesome human being, and I wish nothing for the best for them, honestly, truly, and maybe even come back on the show sometime. Shane's an awesome fucking person. And yeah, it sucks. It really does suck. So dealing with that. Also, the goddess Meredith, everyone's fan favorite goddess of them all. They're having a really hard time lately, and I felt like the relationship was too much pressure, and I didn't want to affect their mental health and all that stuff. Like, if you're going through hard times, handling a relationship can be difficult. And so also Goddess Meredith and I are no longer officially together. I told them, obviously, I would love to see them at Clown Cult Chicago. If they ever want to hang out, Meredith and I left on very good terms. She is an amazing woman. And honestly, no one will ever beat me the way that woman did. My God. The bruises and the memories alone. So, Meredith, Shane, always have a soft spot for you both. Love you both. And yeah, best wishes, truly and honestly. Hopefully we can get together, come again on the show, do something fun. We shall see, slutties. We shall see. And, okay. So, I'm going to be more vulnerable this year, and I'm going to be more open and honest. It's really hard to do. Today was a rough day. I was talking to my ex. We're going through the divorce proceedings and all that. And I had brought up a horror movie together with the Franco guy and the unicorn pony from the Lego movie. I forgot her name. Ashley Brie, something like that. I had asked my ex, I'm like, hey, have you seen this movie? It's out on Hulu. I heard a lot of good things and I wanted to see it, but I never got a chance to. So, hey, just heads up. And unfortunately, they responded with, yes, I saw that movie with DM, is what we will call them. Names are secure, of course. And it kind of gut punched me because I did not know that they were seeing each other. And I'm not going to lie, I had a feeling. The thing I was telling myself is, obviously it happened, just, radical acceptance, move on, it is what it is. But you still have to process, and it's the processing part alone was difficult. And, of course, she asked me, she's like, everything good? And I just said, okay. To which she knows me, and she responded ever so quickly with the thinking emoji face, and I was honest with her. And I said that was just kind of a gut punch, finding out. Like, I had a feeling that was going on, but now I know for sure. So it was a little rough. And I apologize for not being honest, because I just should have fucking told her my feelings instead of trying to hide it. That's something I was very guilty of before, was just not being honest and hiding feelings and such. So, yeah, that was my day. That was my day. I'm definitely excited to watch Monday Night Raw tonight because CM Punk, the People's Champion, is fighting. And as you know, I'm a wrestling nerd and I'm from the Chicago suburbs. So you know I love me some wrestling. So I'm going to get to that after this, of course. Yes, and also upcoming. So with the Twitterverse, that's what I was going to bring up. I started reaching out to content creators because we're going to have a new segment this year. It's going to be called Creator Crush, where we gush and love and show off a content creator that we are absolutely batty for. I do have a few in the works, no spoilers yet, but I'm really excited for this. It's going to be something different. It's going to be something new. And it's going to be me giving them a platform to promote their socials, tell us about the character they are, and also a little bit behind the character. So I really hope you guys, girls, theys, and thems are going to enjoy it. I'm really excited genuinely to do something really big and really out of my comfort zone. So stay tuned. Before we get into love languages with Ashley Klemm, let me just remind you one thing. Kangaroos cannot jump backwards. I had to say it. It's a fact. I had to share it with you. If a kangaroo's ever fighting with you, get behind it. Son of a bitch can't jump backwards. You'll be fine. You're going to remember this. All right. So let's go ahead and dive into love languages with Ashley Klemm. And I hope you enjoy our brand new house guest music by Easy Bercasio. If you need help with music or jingles or whatever, hit me up and I can direct you to him directly. Thank you, Easy. You're my boy, buddy. Love you always. Now, on to house guest.
Hotel lights and midnight plans, loud intentions hold my hands. Take a seat right next to me, those nasty thoughts come set them free. One mic, no rest, shoot your truth straight at my chest. Door shut, you're next, let's welcome in our house guest.
And look who's back in the neighborhood. Ashley, what's up, girl?
Hey, how are you?
Good. It's nice
Happy
to have you
holidays.
back. Yes, I know. 1 week to go. Did you get all your shopping done?
I did. For the most part, I did. So I
The
feel
most
good about
part.
it. I just have to wrap the presents, which I am dreading. So
Ew. See, yeah, I'm not good at the wrapping. I do the very dad mode where you can tell a man wrapped it, and it's just kind of like bunched in together, taped, holding on with a prayer.
yeah, mine isn't, I don't spend a lot of time anymore. I used to, but it literally hurts my back and it takes me hours to do it. So I'm the only gift
Oh,
giver in the family. So I have, my three boys and they don't get me any gifts, which is totally fine
those
because
are
I get what
boys.
I want throughout the year with my, I buy it myself.
Right.
And so, it's just all about them. So I'm the one that wraps all of the presents and it just gets a little lengthy. So
Yeah. See, save your time there. Well, we are back here today. This is, I believe, our second. I'm still trying to figure out the name. I think it's Social Slutties or Slutty Studies. We keep going back and forth on the name. Eventually, I'll
okay.
get the name down. But it's just like in high school when you had a class and you discussed a topic and went over it. So we just did narcissism with Meredith, and
Mhm.
now you have joined me to discuss love languages.
Yes, which is an awesome topic. Can- I think everybody can, I mean, actually, everybody can relate to it. So
Yeah. And I like this one too because I think a lot of people aren't aware of what their love language is. And then you hear it, it's like, oh, well, shit, that's me.
it makes a lot of sense.
And yes, you can have more than one. I know some
Mhm.
people are like, no, it can only be one. I'm like, no, you can have a primary and a secondary because we will get into that, but I definitely have two, and I'm sure you do too. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely know.
All right, so let's get our books ready and I don't know, I need a tagline for this, like let class begin, or I don't know.
I know, I didn't even think of that.
Right.
Let the,
You're
I
like
don't
at
know.
6:30, we had dinner. It's like we have the most energy right now. This is the best time to be creative. Like, let's start thinking of names. All right, here we go. So,
I'm like stumped. I don't know.
so the off to a great start. The five love languages are words of affirmation, acts of service. I did not put grammar on this. receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. These represent different ways people give and receive love, such as expressing love through verbal compliments, doing helpful tasks, giving thoughtful presents, spending focused time together, and using physical affection like hugs and hand holding. So, yeah, that pretty much wraps it up right there. I think we're
Yeah,
good for the episode.
and yeah, each one is super important and interchangeably like what I've learned is that I've had several failed relationships based off of pretty much not knowing this whole module.
Oh, okay.
I mean, could um because or you guess what my love language, the two that I have.
Okay, okay. I'm
Guess what
down.
my love language is.
Oof. You seem like maybe acts of service. Are you talking about
No.
receiving or giving?
What well, mine are one and the same.
Okay. Ooh, so, all right. If I had to pick of the five, if it's one and the same, I would go with quality time.
And you gotta pick two.
Oh, yeah, duh. Quality time, physical touch.
Okay, so mine is words of affirmation
Ah, that's what I was gonna go with. Okay.
and physical touch. So the way I want to be loved
Hmm.
is the way that I perceive love.
Yes.
So I show it that way, and I also want to receive it that way. And the main thing that I learned with my relationships that have failed is that when they have a different love language and they like, let's say acts of service,
Yeah.
um, my ex was definitely an acts of service kind of guy. And so when he would do things for me, like build me something small for my studio, uh,
Hmm.
anything, I was just like, oh, he's just being a guy. He's being really handy. He was showing me his love, and I wasn't perceiving it in that way. So
Oh, okay.
ultimately, like I wanted to be touched, but I
Right.
was never touched. But that's not how he was brought up with his mother.
Hmm.
So I was in a relationship that was extremely vanilla. There was no intimacy, no touching, no feeling, no romance, none of that. And I was just like dying. But he didn't perceive it that way. He was, in his eyes, he was showing me love the way he knew
Right.
how. And that's where total conflicts happen. And I mean, that's just one example.
Yeah.
Uh, and it doesn't mean that, I mean, we never were ultimately meant to be together, which is fine. But recognizing that had I known that he was trying to show me love and had he known that I wanted to be touched and stuff, maybe it would have been a little bit different. But actually, we definitely weren't meant for each other. But
Right. Like either or.
it would have made things a little bit better. But
Yeah. So
that's
there's
just a
physical
good
touch
example.
and then the words of affirmation, right?
Mhm.
So here, let's go over. Well, no, wait. Oh, I want you to do mine first. So based on, the years and years and years we've known each other, what do you think my two are?
I'm going to say physical touch.
Okay, that's one.
And I maybe also words of affirmation, but maybe quality time instead, because I don't want to say the same thing that I have.
No, it's the same thing.
Okay. I
So
was
for
like, I
me,
want to say it's mine, but like,
yeah.
I don't
Now
know.
for physical touch, my ex used to call me a touch slut because
Okay.
even if we're just sitting next to each other, even if our legs are touching each other, like at a bar, like if we're at a restaurant, bar, whatever, just that little bit of touch, I'm just like, oh, this is so good. And it's the most minute thing,
Mhm.
but to me, it means the world. Or like if you put a hand on a lap,
Yeah,
or
I was just gonna say, as long as there's that connection,
yeah,
that even the small gesture of like having like your arms touching or your hand on your thigh or just always being connected
hmm,
somehow, it really just kind of keeps you guys in sync with each other,
yeah,
versus never holding hands, not being affectionate.
right. It's that
I
little constant or consistent? No, constant. Yeah,
Yeah,
constant.
yeah,
Now, for
I
words
think
of affirmation, see, this one for me, because I work from home. And of course, I get bored during the day. So most of the time when I'm working from home, I'm cleaning, I'm cooking, doing laundry, cleaning the bathrooms. It's balance because I always have downtime from working from home. That's where words of affirmation comes in for me because when like someone comes home and they're like, "Oh my God, the kitchen looks so nice today." I'm like, "Yes. Thank you for noticing." Or like, "Oh my God, dinner." It's
wouldn't that be acts of service in a way?
ooh, true, true.
Yeah, because they're
Because I'm doing the
recognizing,
acts of service, but I
yeah.
want the words of affirmation.
Hmm.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that could
you
be a
want to be,
hybrid.
yeah, so that actually is it because you want to be, your actions want to be recognized as something that you did for them.
Hmm.
So you show love in the acts of service, which would have been, yes. So
This is
that's
why
what
I'm
it
glad I did this with you. Okay, that I
is.
never would have caught that.
Yeah,
Weird.
so I like to be told I love you and I think you're beautiful and you turn me on and I can't wait to see you and compliments, things like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm very much a hype woman in my work with what I do with women. I hype them up. So it's like
Oh, that's
I
right.
totally project my love language um in most things that I do.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even think about that with hyping people up. I'm like, yep, that lines up there.
Mhm.
Let's see. Well, let's go through the definitions, and this way we can talk about some. Because one of them isn't ours, you can always find something in there that you like. So, words of affirmation. And again, I'm going to apologize in advance if the grammar messes me up on these. I will do my best. So we have words of affirmation, expressing love
Mhm.
through verbal compliments, praise, and encouragement. This can include saying, I love you, offering validation, or verbally appreciating someone's actions or qualities. And see, the one that kind of slips me there is the validation because I never thought about validation being part of a love language until literally just now when I was reading them, like, because I'm big on validation,
Yeah,
especially
well,
like,
it's like being in a relationship and you're not being seen or heard.
yeah,
You want to be validated, like your feelings. If you tell somebody, hey, I'm upset because XYZ, and they're like, oh, and they're just are very passive and just
or they
will
offer solutions.
dismiss it. Yeah, you're just like, I just want to be heard. I just
Yep.
want to be validated, like you just said.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just
it's
say, oh man, that sucks. Wow, thank you. That's
mhm.
exactly what I needed to hear. Just validate me that that sucks.
And since we're in the kink community, like words of affirmation, like with kink, could also be like the degradation and that kind of stuff too, if you think about it.
Hmm.
I'm
Because
flipping the
degradation,
switch there.
yeah, because degradation could be turned into, and then even praise, all that stuff can
Hmm.
circle right into it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Look
verbal
at you. Okay,
ownership.
Ash, you got it.
Yeah. I'm gonna like try to get all up in the psyche right now.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure. So, yeah, words of affirmation. Yeah, I mean, and I know it's cheesy, like, but you were even saying earlier, like the I love you. Like, yes, you can be with someone for a long time. Like me and my ex were together 16 years, but still every time, like, all right, love you, bye. I was like, aw. Because I would absolutely notice every time there wasn't an I love you. And I was like, but I got used to that. Now I want that. I need it back,
Right.
please.
And well, another example that I have is that in a relationship, if you really value something, like for
Hmm.
me, when I said words of affirmation, being in a relationship where someone's verbally abusive to you,
Oh,
get it almost, it hits you 10 times worse
oh,
because
hell yeah.
you want that. And that's ultimately another reason why my relationship did not work out because there
Hmm.
was a lot of verbal negativity and abuse there. And, that hit me way worse than anything. There was nothing like physically abusive, but
Right.
just
No, no.
emotionally and verbal. But that hit me so much harder. And what I do, like with the way I love my children, because your children have love languages too.
Oh,
Like there's some
absolutely.
kids that just want to be around their parent all the time. That would be quality time. And for me, I am so cuddly with my children because I
Amen.
have only boys and I want to raise boys who will be able to touch their partner and
Yeah.
that don't shut them out. So I'm very, very, very like I'll rub their back, scratch their back, give them
Yeah.
hugs, cuddles, all that. So I'm trying to mold my boys into wanting that affection because I think everybody wants to be touched. So,
Oh, yeah. I know my daughter, she always is a cuddle bug, especially when she's sick. That's how I
mm,
know when she's not feeling good. The second she cuddles up, I'm like, "What's up, Daph?" And she's like, "Nothing." I'm like, "Oh." And you can just kind of feel like the weight of their head. I'm like, "Oh, you don't feel good. Come here."
yeah. It's so cute. I
Yeah.
love that.
Let's see. So next up, we have acts of service. So for this one, showing love through actions that help or ease a partner's burden. This includes doing chores, running errands, or taking care of them when they are sick. as actions speak louder than words for those who speak this language. Now, I have an interesting take on this one. I'm very much a giver. Like what you were saying before, how I clean, especially like when my ex was sick or my daughter was sick, I'm like, stop everything. Let me take care of you. I'll handle everything. This, though, I don't like it being done for me. And it's this weird kind of mental, I don't know why. But for some reason, I love taking care of my people. But when my people want to take care of me, I feel like, no. It's like, no, no, I should be taking care of you. Let me do these things for you. I've always just had a problem accepting that love language from other people. No
Yeah, I
idea
mean,
why.
there's a lot of people that have that, like they're just really proud that they don't need help and they'll never
Mhm.
ask for help. I guess I'm a stubborn Polish woman and I will try to paint
You're
my
not
cabinets.
stubborn.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. I'm one of the stubbornest people I know, by default. But I do want somebody to help me. I know
Mm.
I need help a lot, but I will never ask for it. And I
Oh,
will
okay,
try my
okay.
hardest to literally do it on my own. Like I said,
Yeah.
I've painted my own kitchen cabinets. I didn't do it very, actually I did that well. I didn't do some
Like I
other
didn't do
patio work or
bad.
like, but I could have done better with help.
Fair, fair.
Yeah, so I won't ask for help and I'm stubborn. But for me, like I said, acts of service is not as important to me because I didn't recognize it in my other relationship. Like I didn't
Okay.
recognize it as love,
Right.
but that's what he was doing.
Yes, and I've had a partner do that before too. And then now when you research this a little bit, it's like they were trying to show me love, but I wasn't open to receiving it that way. This is the problem where, and I honestly, I don't have a solution. We might find one discussing it, but that's the biggest conflict is when your love language doesn't line up with someone else. Like we were saying before with the acts of service, it's like, well, I didn't see it that way.
Well, and that's the thing. When you become aware of the five
Hmm.
acts, and as long as you become aware and you recognize, hey, my partner's doing something for me right now, and this is how he shows love, I need to reciprocate and appreciate it
There we go.
versus, you know, but then your partner needs to do the same thing. They
Right.
need to
It's a
notice that
two-way street.
if they're not a huggy person, they need to become a huggy person,
Yeah.
because it if it's not going to work out, it's not going to work out then.
Yeah. And see, my ex was really good at that. So she was not very cuddly at all. Like in bed, it was like, I just want to go to bed. And in bed, I'm like, hold me, just lay on me, like put your head on my chest, something. So what we would do is like for the first few minutes when we go to bed at night, I would hold her or she would lay on me. And then like after 5 minutes, okay, I'm going to bed. And they would roll over and go to bed.
Yeah, that's a
System worked
compromise.
out perfect.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that would work for me too. I
See?
would need that connection and then we can go our separate ways. I
Yeah.
mean, now I'm so used to sleeping by myself, it might be a little
You'd be
bit
weird. You'd be
difficult.
like, yeah, get off me. Shoo, shoo.
No, no, I'd be like, get over here. No. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
One day.
All right, so what up next? So acts of service. Any other thoughts, inputs? I feel like I rambled on that one because I ramble. I can't help it.
Um, so like acts of service is, anything that somebody does, task dynamics, caretaking, emotional labor, that's what I have down. And, you know, loving the service versus exploiting it, or ignoring it, I would say would be because I'm trying to look at it as a negative too.
Yes.
Like if somebody does something for you and you completely ignore it, that's kind of like the reverse of when my ex was verbally like mean to me.
Hmm.
Like I took it twice as hard, but I mean, I think that's a little worse because it's being really mean.
True.
But if somebody blatantly just ignores the service that they did for you, then they
Yes.
just feel like empty, alone. It's almost like a kid that made some like a birthday card for his mom, and his mom opened it and was like,
Oh,
"Okay, cool," or they made
oof.
you something and you're just like, "Whatever."
Yeah,
That
thank you.
emptiness.
Yeah, you jump started my brain because that's what I was trying to flip it the negative side because I would have it happen before where I would clean and you clean all day, you cook, it's that age old, hey, can you just say thanks? I've had it turned around before where it's like, well, now you're just doing it for the thanks. I'm like, what? No. And that's how it was coming off to them is I was doing all this stuff to just get a thank you. And then when I didn't get the thank you, then I was mad. I'm like, that's not at all what's going on here right now. I'm like, I was just trying to tell you that thank you would be nice every now and then. That's all. And it just turned into a whole what to do
And
about. I'm like,
relationships are hard.
yes,
There's a lot, I
communication.
feel like I really feel they should teach this in school, at least how to communicate, because again, you
That would be
can
fucking
you
awesome. Oh
can
my
do
God.
this with your kids, family members, friends, you know, and I feel like, oh, even if you do it with your friends, obviously you're not going to love them the same way. But
Yeah, but some friends you're
the
really
things that they
affectionate
might,
with.
yeah. I had a girlfriend who I'm no longer friends with because she would always go above and beyond, like above and beyond, plan everything,
Hmm.
for example, my birthday, she had like a sash that said like my 35th birthday, whatever, and then they all wore pink wigs and they all surprised me.
See, that's badass. That's a friend.
It was really funny. She put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah.
I was mortified
Oh, okay, I see.
because I was not prepared for it. I thought the wigs were funny, but I'm
Yeah.
not one of those girls that are gonna wear like the bachelorette sash and the
Going to all the
crown and things
bars.
like that. I like attention, but I don't like cliche attention.
Cliche attention. That's a good phrase.
Yeah, like the bachelorette, the bridal, I don't want to look like everybody else. But the
No.
whole wig thing, that was actually really funny. But so she did all that for me and I was grateful. I went along with it for a little bit and then I slowly took the sash off. But later on when it's her birthday, she
Oh,
was expecting all out just everything. And here's the thing,
yep.
my brain doesn't work like that. I
No.
have three children. Well, she had two kids, but still she was a stay-at-home mom. She had all
Yeah.
this time. I didn't. And so for me, I don't think like that. I'm not going to have all this time to just plan something. I'm at the
Yeah.
flying at the seat of my pants kind of thing. And, so we're not friends anymore. Ultimately, it was many things, but I would just, every time she would do something really nice, I would almost cringe because I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do that for you.
Like I can't match that vibe.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I cannot do that. I don't have the time, I don't have the energy, the with band for it,
Hmm.
and it's not because I don't appreciate it, I just don't have it.
Yeah.
So,
And it's hard,
yeah.
especially when people normally don't do that. Like, there's always those friends, like you're saying, that go above and beyond. And then when it comes time for them, it's like, well, we don't do that. So, unless you, again, communicate and say, like, hey, Ash, I did this for your birthday. Could we do something similar for my birthday? Like, that would have been a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
Instead of just, and I mean, we've all been guilty of it where we do something and just hope someone picks up on it. I mean, we can be honest, we've done it. But yeah, that's where if you just have that communication, it's like, then maybe it will happen and maybe you don't have to fight or have disagreements. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I like that one. There we go. There was the deep dive I was looking for. All right, now this one, receiving gifts. Feeling love through the reception of thoughtful, meaningful gifts. The gifts are symbiote? Too much
Symbolic.
Spider-Man. Yes, thank you. Symbolic of love and affection, and the thought and effort behind them are what matter most rather than the monetary value. So for this one, I'm really good at giving this one because I'm what I like to call an emotional nerd. Whenever I go on a first date with someone, anybody, bet your bottom dollar, I am going to find a small memento while we are out and keep it. I am
Okay.
like a I'm like a trash panda, little raccoon with my little box of
Okay.
trinkets. The last
But
one,
you're keeping it for yourself
yeah, but I'm
to
also
remember?
good. Sometimes I try to grab two, so I'd be like, "Hey, this was from our first date." Like down the road, if it pans out. I mean, sometimes they don't pan out, but like,
So if it doesn't work out, like you'll DM them and be like, "Here."
here's this little straw I held, you
Yeah.
jerk. No, I think the last one was I was downtown Chicago with someone and we were at a bar and they had these cute little pink swords and we had like a little sword fight, like, kind of trying to be all nervous and flirty, like, on guard, haha. Totally kept that. And I kept the other one too. So I'm like, okay. Unfortunately, we didn't last, but in that aspect, I like doing it, but it's kind of weird because I do it for myself. But I can always give those thoughtful gifts too. And that's why it's always just kind of like something I've always done since like I was a teenager almost. Just every time I'm on a first date or a first meet, you have to grab a memento. And then that way you just have a cute story and you
Yeah, I feel
can
like
gift it down the road.
a lot of women and men who value materialistic things
Hmm.
are this is how they view love because those are the ones that want the Chanel purse or
Oh.
the Fendi, like all those trinkets and stuff.
Hmm.
And men, I feel like it's very easy to give gifts because like whether it's perfume, purse, jewelry, flowers, it's very easy for them.
Yeah.
And I also think this is a love language for cheaters. When they fuck up, they just give gifts.
Mm.
So
True, true. Yeah, I
just
like
saying.
this one. I think the cutest one I ever got back is because otters. They have they'll always have like a little pouch and they carry their favorite pebble in there.
Okay.
And they'll just sit there and they'll roll it around on their belly. Like I know so much useless facts about otters, it's sad. But one time someone gifted me a pebble and I'm like, what is this? Like, oh, you were saying how you liked otters, and I looked up and saw they have favorite pebbles. I was like, you son of a that blew my fucking mind.
That's actually really, really cool.
Yeah, my ex-wife, she was amazing at those thoughtful gifts. And the downside is I'm horrible at showing emotions. You could give me a brand new car, and my face would literally be this. Sorry, I know it's a podcast, but I'd be like, thanks. That's
Really?
it. I don't go
Yeah.
like scream, and I am
I think I'm
incapable
like
of
a happy
reacting that way.
medium. I have that resting bitch face, but I still like if it catches me off guard, I will
You get a
show.
smirk?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You'll get a smirk and you'll get oh, but I won't be like
No.
you won $1 million and be like running
I know,
around.
and that's why I always have to tell people like, no, I genuinely love the gift. I just don't react that way.
What else? I'm trying to think what else I had to say about that.
I know, symbolic. I know, and for me too, I mean, to shoot straight, like I grew up in Geneva. We were not like, well off or well to do by any means. So yeah, even growing up like in high school in my early 20s, like giving gifts, I wasn't able to give like those big rings or jewelry, big rings, geez, it aged me. Like fancy presents. It just wasn't my wheelhouse. So I
I'm I'm a
relied on the
very
thoughtful gifts.
my thought my gift giving skills are pretty impressive.
That does not surprise me. I can see that.
So, for instance, for last Christmas, for a gift that I made my children, I took things that resembled them. My oldest likes the old like alternative music from my time. I got a record.
The old
Um,
alternative music?
well, for him, it's old.
It's
Um,
90s?
yeah,
Oh,
80s and 90s, yeah.
yep.
And
Hurts my heart.
and like for my other two who are in football, I have a picture
Oh,
printed.
yeah.
I have um football like jersey. I actually put the football jersey in this big mold. It's a big
Oh,
circular mold, like bigger than an 18-inch pizza. And then I put other little trinkets that remind me of them, and then I put epoxy on it.
wow.
So
So,
I essentially made a table out of their
oh,
belongings.
yeah.
So I gifted that for Christmas. Each one got one. And I actually have one right
Oh, see, that's badass.
it was I have to put legs on it, but
Holy shit, Ashley.
yeah,
Wow.
for those who can't see because no one can see, but
Well,
it's
of course.
pretty cool. Really cool.
That is
Really.
bad. That is not at all what I thought either. So that's why when you show me, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I have a necklace in here, shark stickers because one likes sharks.
Sharks are
But it's
amazing.
like a floating, like clear table with a bunch of stuff from
Yeah.
epoxy.
Wow,
So
that's cool.
and
See,
I
that's
surprised, yeah. So I'm really good at gift giving. So
Yeah. And like you were saying with yourself, like you buy yourself stuff through the year. That's pretty much what I do. Like if I need equipment or stuff, I'd rather not wait for like a birthday or something. I'd just rather get it myself and be like, okay. And then this way people can surprise me or do thoughtful gifts instead of, oh, here's that microphone you wanted. Okay,
yeah,
thanks. And it's gonna help, but it's not like thoughtful connection, that kind of stuff.
I like plants.
You just like plants. I
Yeah.
like plants.
I told my boys, I was like, it's something cheap. Go give me a plant so I can keep it
Yeah.
alive in the house and then keep it alive or, growing. And I can always remember that they got that for me.
Yeah, see, for my mom, I always do. She's big on outdoor plants like flowers and stuff, like the potted plants at like Home Depot, the hanging ones and stuff like that. So every Mother's Day, birthday occasion, whatever, she just wants a bright, either yellow, bright pink, some type of bright flower to hang outside. And she will keep that son of a bitch alive. I got one once for my ex-wife, and that thing lasted maybe 2 weeks and it was dead. So I don't know how
Oh.
to live plants. I even tried a Monstera and I killed that thing.
It's different. They're all different. There's some that are really easy, and I have one that I've had for a year and a half, and I've split it probably 15 times, and it's
Jeez.
grown so many plant babies, and I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
God. But they're just really hardy. It just depends.
We should have put Monstera plants in the Sexy Santa giveaway.
Yes,
Just be like,
yes.
here's all these sex toys, and here's a plant. I'm sure
Ashley
you
has
could
too
ship
many of
that.
these.
Right. All right, so where are we at? So number 4. Okay, so this will be a good one. So quality time. I have some good points on this, and I'm sure you do too. Express. Oh, excuse me. Well, cut that. Quality time. Expressing love by giving someone your undivided attention. This involves engaging in meaningful conversations, sharing hobbies, or simply being present together without distractions. I know men mess up. Men are trash from what I hear a lot of times. I get it. I was absolutely the atypical guy when it first came to this. I would say probably like 5, 6 years into being married. We come home, sit together, eat together, watch TV together, go to bed together. And my partner would straight up say, like, can we spend some quality time together? I'm like, dude, we spend every hour together. What are you talking about? That's honestly when I learned the difference. And she's like, no, like quality time. I'm like, what do you mean? And she literally had to explain it to me. It's like, because otherwise we're sitting on our phones, we're staring at the TV. There's like 3 feet between us. There's a word for it now. I think it's called parallel play, which is,
Yeah,
have you
it's
heard of
you
that?
guys are just you guys are just next to each other,
Yeah.
and
You're just
it's not
occupying the same
quality.
space.
Yeah, so for a stupid example, it would drive me nuts. We would go visit my in-laws,
Hmm.
and they literally would just sit in a room and barely interact with each other.
There you
And I
go.
was like, I feel brain dead right now because no one's having any quality conversation. No one's doing anything. We're just sitting next to each other watching TV,
Yeah, we're just
and
in
it
the
would
same
drive
room.
me nuts. And when I was about to leave, and when I was leaving the relationship, I literally was like, I am so grateful that I don't have to go to these anymore.
Right. You're like, thank
So
God.
yeah, and just to flip the switch, since we want to put a little bit of kink information in it, like
Always.
quality time could be for kinksters, like scheduling scenes,
Hmm.
having like the ritual time,
And
phone.
aftercare.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that
Okay, I was gonna say,
aftercare,
yep.
and then like phone free space where you actually like put your phone away. Um, I had those for like kink stuff that is just a little bit more
Yeah.
that quality time might matter for them.
Yeah, because even if it's not an intense scene, that aftercare still matters. Like you still need to reconnect and just, okay, let's come down, let's be together. Now, for me, for the phone thing, I know that was something when we were starting to do the quality time together, I would just naturally put my phone face down and away from me because it's like,
Mm,
okay, it's not within reach, it's face down.
that's different now. That has a
Yeah,
different meaning now.
that gets so twisted into, well, what are you hiding? I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not hiding. Or if like the phone would constantly go off, I'm like,
Mm,
I can't control notifications. I'm like, it's
mhm.
down. I was just trying to show you that I'm giving you my attention.
Yeah. So I will now, if I'm on a date, I will keep my phone in my purse. If I am with friends and I need my phone by me, I will keep my phone facing up.
Hmm. See, I do that on the first dates too, but I still feel bad, but I don't know. Like I just put like again, you can't see it, but my phone here, I'll put it face down. Just that was louder than I hoped. Sorry. I just put
I
it
didn't
face
hear it.
down, but then I start seeing like the notifications and the OCD in me. I'm like, ugh, I should check it. I get all antsy. But I think that way it's like, hey, you can see I'm giving you my attention. I'm not looking at the phone.
Mhm. I just think everybody now is just, it's so easy to cheat via social media. It's probably a very, very hard thing for many women to get over if they've been in a relationship that was not faithful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one of, mine was not that the case, so I don't have any hypersensitivity to it, but I am aware of it, so I try not to keep my phone down. But I'm not in a
Yeah.
relationship, so I don't give a fuck.
Right?
So
No, we're single. We're like, hey,
I can
I'm
do
like,
whatever
you
I
do
want.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do whatever I want.
Now, for the flip side, because this is what I want to talk to you about with your kids,
Hmm.
how did you start to try to show them quality time? Because with my daughter, it was a hard time because she would always want to play her Xbox or do something on the phone or watch it on the table. I'm like, hey, can we just like hang out? And she's like, we are, Dad. I'm like, well, kiddo, there's a difference between hanging out. And I tried to educate her, like, let's talk. Because, you know, kids, if you try to talk about their day, it's fine. Nothing. Meh.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's definitely hard because they just want to hang out with their friends, and
Yeah.
my children are older. I would say I hardly have any quality time with my oldest
Oh,
because
yeah, at this
just
point.
yeah, I mean, he's almost an adult and hang out with me is not fun. And I'm starting to feel that with my other two. But
Oh,
maybe we like to play Skip-Bo. It's a card game.
yeah.
So I
It's a
actually said that the other
throwback.
day. It's like, can we play Skip-Bo? And they're like, yeah. I want to sit, maybe watch a series with them. What I have learned is that both of my, because I have Irish twins, for those that don't know, an
Hmm.
11 and a 12-year-old, and their birthdays are one day apart, one fiscal year
Oh,
apart.
I didn't know they were one day apart. Shit.
Well, one fiscal year. So
Fiscal.
one, yeah, June 5th and June 6th. So they're
Hmm.
1 year apart. So they're one, yeah, 364
Four?
days. Yeah, 4 days
Math.
apart. Um, and I have recently realized that they actually enjoy separate time because we're always together.
Really?
Yeah, so the other day he's like, I really enjoy just me and you. And I'm like, me too,
Oh,
buddy.
yeah.
And then my other one, we were like dancing in my bathroom, and he was like, can I put, I shouldn't even say this out loud, but he's like, can I put on some of your lotions? Because he's now starting to get like a little
You
bit
got
of
nice
acne and
lotion.
stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
And
I'm sure
then
you
I
got
was
the
like,
good stuff.
yeah. So I don't have any girls. So we were just kind of playing and dancing to music, and it was kind of fun.
See, I love that. Yeah, Daphne would, she'd like to play with, what is it? Mario Party. So me and
Oh,
my
okay. Yeah.
wife, we had, it was kind of like, okay, this is technically not quality time, but it kind of is because it's a screen. But the problem is whenever we tried to like bend the quality time to include like a screen or something she was into, she would lose focus in like 5 minutes. Or just be like, "Ah, I'm bored, I'm going to bed." It's like, but we're supposed to do this together.
Um, I
When,
don't
there we go. You got notes? Ooh, you got notes.
know. That was just I already said it was the,
The power of editing. Hmm.
mhm.
Quality time. Oh, here's a good bonus part here. Sharing hobbies. This I have always had a struggle with. Because growing up, like you said, child of the 80s, Ghostbusters, horror movies, all that stuff, toys, comics, like I'm a huge fucking nerd. Hobbies was always a struggle with partners. And luckily, my ex was into horror movies, and I'm like, I must marry you. I'm like, it's so hard to find a girl that's like hardcore into horror movies because growing up in the 80s, we had
Yeah.
Freddy, Jason, all the classics, and just that was my wheelhouse growing up.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's
other
cool.
hobbies was the one area I had trouble connecting with most people. And like I would try stuff, but for me, it's literally like even now, like trying to date now, I go to the gym,
Mhm.
I do the podcast. Um, sex, I mean, is that really a hobby? I mean, technically, kind
It
of.
should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go to
I think it's
parties
an
and stuff,
activity.
yes.
It's an activity. Oh,
Yeah,
this is gonna be okay. So I have two things to say
go for it.
that remind me about sex parties, and then what I wanted to say, did I just forget?
No, you just had it.
Oh no.
You were looking at your notes. We're talking about
Oh,
hobbies.
hobbies. Okay. Thank you so much. God, my brain is so fried.
I know, I feel you.
So, hobbies, if and when I do find somebody, I really think they're either going to need to be into the visual arts, like photography or some type
Oh,
of
yeah.
graphic design, somebody who will at least be excited to like either take my picture while I'm around stuff, or it will want to be in the pictures with me. I would prefer
Yeah.
them to be in the pictures with me, but like I said, in my past relationship, none that was non-existent. Like it literally didn't even look like I was with somebody. It was
So not
always
even like the
me
cute
and
selfie
the
where it's like,
kids.
hey, just hold your phone out real quick. Click, click.
Yeah, barely. But I went on a date with this guy a year ago, and we were outside. He picked me up on his motorcycle, and
Ooh.
we went to an outdoor place, and the sun was setting and it was on the river.
Mm.
And he goes, "Do you want to take a picture like on the sunset?" I'm like,
Oh
"Yeah,
shit.
of course." And then he goes, so he took a picture of me, and it was his idea. And then
Yeah.
he goes, he called, there was two other people by the pier. He goes, "Can you take a picture of us?" And I looked at him, I'm like, "You want to get into a picture with me?" Like it was our first date. He goes, "Yeah."
Really?
So we took a
He was
bunch of
shook,
pictures. Yeah, I was like, "Oh my God." It was, and I still talk to him, not in that way, but
but
he's a really
still.
awesome guy, and I would totally date him. But yeah, it was just something really cool
Yeah.
that doesn't happen because everybody's so into concealing who they're being affectionate with. And the
Mm-hmm.
fact that I was like, "You are hitting my love language, man."
Yeah.
So yeah, it being involved in something like your hobbies, and I think that's really, really cool. It's really important as you get older because when your kids are not there anymore, you don't have anything in common anymore. You need to
Right.
have hobbies. I mean, that's the truth.
Yeah. That's why earlier this year I got into marathon training just because I'm like, I needed something to do. Like I was
Mhm.
going cuckoo bananas bored. I'm like, okay. And I was doing it and then got like a little sprain. So then, of course, I was like, oh, I'm not going to do this anymore. But now it's like, well, I want to get back into it. Like I want to find more hobbies like that because I just randomly started. My ex-wife did a marathon and I was like, I want to do one, but I want to do more hobbies. It's just so hard to find hobbies and people that are willing to share their hobbies because sometimes it's like, well, have you ever come across where it's like, well, this is my hobby? Like, have you ever had a partner or
Ooh,
something
I
where
don't
it's,
like that.
I've had people like that where it's like, well, this is kind of my thing. I don't want you to do that. I was like, oh,
Hold on. So I mean, maybe if they enjoy their alone time and that's what they do,
no, alone time would be
I,
different. Yeah, I would give it
I get
that.
that. But if they're like, "Oh, well, I want to go hang out with my," all right, hold on. Let me be a devil's advocate here.
Sure.
If it was golf
Yes. Great
and you wanted
example.
to hang out with your golf buddies and I wanted to come and be a golf buddy, I would be
Yeah.
like, "No, I'm good." Because
Mm,
that's
okay.
their time.
Yeah.
That's their like friend camaraderie, that's their group kind of thing, and you have to respect that. Now, if
True.
it was an alone thing where I'm hiking, I mean, maybe even that's good to be alone.
Yeah.
Um, I guess it depends.
Yeah. And there's that fine line because I do respect the wanting to do it alone. Or if like you have like a core group, like if you have three buddies that you always play Dungeons and Dragons with, or,
Yeah.
bowling, whatever you want. But there's got to be the kind of like that leeway of like, well, they're interested. They're trying to show interest in things
Yeah,
I
yeah, that
do. You can at
I
least
like
be like,
that.
sure, let me show you.
Yeah, or
Like we are
you
branching off everywhere tonight.
or if you go and you do your thing on your time, but then have some time to do it again with them.
Yeah.
That would
Oh,
be
we deep
cool.
dived. And then you had mentioned
Yeah,
sex
we're
parties.
giving solutions. We're not just reading off textbooks,
Yeah,
which we're making it relatable to people.
true. Real life scenarios here, people.
Hmm.
Now the
With
sex party.
children and without
Yes.
children.
With children, without children, all the goodies. Now you were mentioning sex parties. Is that another love language part, or was that this
Oh,
one?
no, you were saying like things in common or hobbies. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, so I'm gonna go to my first one in January.
Really?
Yeah.
You're doing
But
it?
I'm going to be working.
Oh,
So I'm gonna be one of
that
the companies that do play something.
play
I don't know
champagne?
if yeah, yes.
Yeah,
I'm
I know
gonna
them.
go and I'm going to be their photographer.
You're gonna fucking love that group. You're gonna fit right in with them, I can tell you right
I'm
now.
so excited. So it's been a long time coming because we've been talking a lot, and I'm gonna go. I think there's like three or four parties in the month of January.
Yeah, I think
Excuse me.
January they have a huge because they're here, Ohio, and I forget where else they really do their parties.
Yeah, it's whatever's in Illinois
Yeah.
or Wisconsin, or wherever's closest. And I'm gonna offer like 10-minute sessions for couples. So I'll just be kind of like a sign up service.
Yeah.
Like I won't be there just randomly photographing things that are going on, but I will be there as a service. So I'm so excited.
Yeah. And then are you gonna like set up like a little table and be like, oh, if you're interested in more, here's what else I offer.
I'll probably have a little table where they
Yeah.
can look and book me for something more like intimate where other people aren't around.
Right.
I don't know, we'll see. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go and just kind of map it out and feel it out and see what will work better for this scenario. So I'm really excited.
that's awesome. Ooh, I can't wait to see that one. We'll have to circle back on that one now.
Yeah.
All right, what was, I keep putting my paper down. Okay. Last up to bat, it's our favorite, physical touch.
Hmm.
Showing love through physical contact, such as hugging, kissing, cuddling, or holding hands. For those with this love language, physical presence and appropriate touch are crucial for feeling connected and secure. So, yeah, for me, I absolutely know that I think my physical touch definitely started as like a child because a child of the 80s, parents went through divorce when I was like in second grade. I feel like, especially with my dad leaving, I know this is almost like the typical, is it the trauma response? I forget the phrase you want to use for it, but daddy wasn't there. So I really became big on just physical touch and just, like I said, cuddling. In high school, I don't know if I've told you this part or not yet. I was the big fat kid in high school. I weighed 250 plus pounds, very, very chubby, very fat guy.
Yeah. I don't think you went into it, but you might have
No.
said something.
So yeah, so even more so when I was in high school, it was hard to get physical touch because I wasn't in shape and I wasn't traditionally attractive, as you could say. So when I did get those opportunities, like with, dates and cuddling, I was like, oh my God, can we just cuddle? This is all I want right now. This is so amazing. And then, you discover sex down the road. But yeah, that learning that type of physical touch when you didn't have that growing up, it was a world changer for me. And that's why even to this day, like I was saying before, like even if we're on a date and we're sitting across from each other and our feet are touching, I'm like, oh, this is nice. It's just that small little connection where for me it makes the world of difference.
You will know if I'm on a date with you, if I'm into you immediately because my body language, I will turn towards you
Oh, okay.
instead of like if I'm not into you, I'm more closed off and I will be more straight. But if we're
Mhm.
sitting next to each other, I will definitely turn in towards
Oh,
you.
sitting next to each other. Okay.
Mhm. And again, like hand on the thigh, holding hands. If I'm laughing, I'll like touch your
Oh yeah, the
shoulder,
whole ah, ha, ha, and
yeah,
drag the hand down
kind of
like,
thing.
okay.
Or like nudge on the shoulder, just like to touch any way,
Yeah.
shape, or form. But cuddling, I think touch is so, so important. It
Hmm.
lights up your senses,
Yeah.
all of it. I mean, I don't know how I know there's a lot of people who don't like to be touched, and I just think this is so
Right.
bizarre.
No, and it's
And
crazy.
I
I
just feel
mean,
bad for those. I really feel bad for those people because
yeah,
touch is so wonderful.
it is. And I think that's the hardest part is being with someone I was with my ex for 16 years and now being alone. I still say that's the hardest thing is just going to bed, waking up, just not even someone there, the presence or just that constant touch. So, yeah, I miss that a lot. And I
I do
think
too.
it's so hard adjusting. Like it's been 6 months or so, but fuck, when I'm on a date and that little bit of touch happens now, it's like 10 times as intense because I don't have it all the time anymore.
Yeah, I think every time I go to bed, I'm like, I walk into my room, I said, well, because I actually have a boyfriend pillow. It's like a pregnancy
Mm.
pillow. It's a pregnancy pillow. It's exactly what
Yeah,
it is, but
the
it's like that
U-shaped ones are,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, it kind of.
kinda.
It just looks like a disformed kidney looking thing. But that's my boyfriend pillow because
Yeah.
I literally wrap my whole body around it and I go, well, it's just me and you tonight.
Hmm.
It's just it is kind of sad. I am very lonely, but I am really, really manifesting that I have somebody that I could cuddle with.
Okay.
So
That's the manifestation for 26.
yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, you can laugh too. Like, I sleep with a pillow just under my arm just because I don't know, it just feels, I know again the video, but like when I'm on my side, I just don't like my arm flat against me. It just feels weird. But when I have a pillow there, it's
Get
almost,
yourself a pregnancy pillow.
I should. I
I
got no
bought
shame.
So my boys used to come out and cuddle and like sleep with me. I used to be in a sandwich. They would each be on
Oh,
each side. And I
yeah.
mean, that's where I've gotten all my cuddles. And that's probably why I feel more lonely now because they've migrated. But I have the pregnancy pillow. And when they would fall asleep or one would come down and snuggle with me
Hmm.
and actually like sleep in that pillow, they're like, can I have one? So for Christmas, I bought
Oh,
each, so they each have one.
that's
I'm telling you,
awesome.
it's the shit.
I know my daughter has a shit ton of stuffies, so I would always steal
This
one
is
from
way
her.
better.
Yeah,
No, this is way better.
the squishmallows or whatever those things are called. I don't. Yeah,
I
she's got.
I don't own any, but I've seen them.
Yeah. Wait, let me see. So what else about physical touch? So we got the cuddling, the dates. And yeah, like you said too, I feel like especially like nowadays going on dates and stuff with the touching, trying to be, sensitive and aware. I will always tell someone before we go on a date, like, hey, if I, touch your leg, touch your shoulder, or, like touch your back, that's me like giving the sign like, hey, I feel comfortable, I like you. If that's
Hmm.
not okay and you want something said, just let me know. Because I know some people have that boundary like, ew, hey, you didn't ask. But it's kind of like that small thing where, it's a very gentle way to show that affection and like, hey, kind of into you.
Hmm. I I think that consent is obviously one of the biggest things in
Hmm.
obviously the community that we are in. I went on a date and the one guy was like, "Can I touch your back?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. I don't care."
Oh,
And that
asking
was nice.
consent. Mm.
Yeah. I wasn't into him, but I was like, "Sure, you could touch my
Yeah.
back. Nothing else, but that." I'm like, "It's
I wasn't
fine.
into,
Just
but
the
hey,
back."
you can get a back touch. Why not?
But yeah, no, I really think physical touch should be everybody's love language.
Hmm.
And you can be, I recognize a little bit of everything. Like even though I don't care much about gift giving,
Yeah,
if I am given a gift, I mean, obviously I love it.
true.
It's great. You know, if someone does something for me, I love it. It's great. I just, some things I might just expect, I guess, in a
Right.
relationship. And I need to recognize that, which
Yeah,
when I am in a relationship, I definitely will. And I do think they should teach this more in
they should.
depth in school. So,
And see now, not from the school aspect, but from the community aspect,
yeah, any of it.
especially
Yeah.
like when you have like intense scenes or BDSM or you just have an intense play session, period. That aftercare that we were talking about before,
Hmm.
I have absolutely gone through scenes with no aftercare, and it
Ooh.
was fucking horrendous. I know at
Did you
least
feel violated
I
or
did.
like
I
taken
mean,
advantage of? Yeah, because there wasn't like
I'm
a
not gonna lie.
closure,
Yeah. I mean,
uncomfortable.
definitely in that scene when it's like, I want to be used, where that's part of the scene, but it's afterwards, it's like, no, this is me again. This is,
Right.
who I am. I need to be held. I need to be
You
validated.
need to
And
touch base. You need to come back to center.
yeah. And yeah, there was two specific times back in my day where one was just straight up nothing. And I felt so shitty. Just like, oh, okay, I guess I'll take care of myself. And thanks, this was fun.
Yeah, I don't like even hearing that at all.
Yeah.
So I'm
No, no,
sorry.
no, no.
I've never experienced that, so
Yeah.
I'm sure when I do, I'm gonna feel like an empty bag of dicks. Shitty.
They said empty bag of tits, dick tits.
I'm like, blah, blah, see, I can't talk either today. I
Yeah,
meant
no,
to
that's,
say empty bag of dicks, but it
there we go.
came out like tips. I don't know.
Yeah. And then again, the whole, you know, everything that circles around here, like we were saying before, this is great for conversation, communication. Like I always say, I know it's a little rough, but saying closed mouths don't get fed. If you don't speak up, you got to be able to feel safe to ask for what you want. And also, if, like we're talking about, if you want to discuss your love language with your partner, especially after listening to
Right.
this is a great, foot in the door. Like, hey, I heard this on this podcast that, 20 people listen to. I want to talk to it about you. And
More
then,
people
hey,
listen. Give
oh, I know.
yourself more credit. Yeah. I'm like, give yourself more credit.
I know, I know. But yeah, hopefully that's what I want people to take away from this. And that's why when you offer to talk about love languages, I was like, shit, that's a really good topic I would love to do.
It's fascinating. It really is. And there's so many different webs of it that you could get
Mm,
into, but it's really cool to actually give examples. And I think we did a pretty good job with that,
yeah, I think we did
like
great. I
sharing
mean, toot toot.
examples so people can actually relate to it. Because you can say, love language, but or acts of service, but what if somebody's doing the opposite? It's also doing a lot of harm
Oh,
as
yeah,
well. So learning, it's a puzzle, right? You
it
gotta
is.
put a little bit of this and take a little bit of that and mix and match because not everybody is going to be the same.
Right.
Now, it'll be great if you guys both have the same thing so you guys can touch and love each other and just do all the things that
Oh my God, that
is,
makes it so much easier.
yeah, it does, but that's not always going to happen, right?
Yeah. And now hopefully maybe if someone's not realizing that the person is doing things and that's their love language, like, oh,
Like they've
that's
been
why
loving
they're
on me
doing
the
that.
whole time.
And then boom, there you go.
They've been making me cabinets and DIYs this whole time, and I had no idea
Like
that's
that
them
son of a
loving me.
bitch does love me. Okay. So yeah,
So I
this
think
was
it's really, really important.
yeah, this topic was amazing. So that's why again, thank you for offering it up. That's I'm like, okay, we will absolutely do love languages. And there's so much more stuff to still come someday. So I'll definitely always keep you in the loop because I'm like, I know people like when Ashley's on. So I'm like, okay. Guess we
Yeah,
can bring her
I like
back on.
talking. I like
Yeah.
talking. I have a psychology background, so
Oh
I feel like
yeah.
I understand people
Hmm.
and I just apply it. And I think I've done my inner work too with being single for half a decade.
Right.
And I've looked at things that I've done wrong and recognized the things that I do like and don't like and all of that. So I'm pretty comfortable in this area and who I
Yeah.
am. So
You're very easy to talk to about this stuff too. That's why I'm like, it feels, I mean, this is our second time around. So I'm like, I feel more like, oh yeah, we talk all the time now. It's like, hey, it's my buddy Ashley. What's going on?
yeah, all good.
Yeah.
I'm here whenever you need me.
Nice. Well, before we go out, so this is your choice because you said you did have a date yesterday or no?
What was yesterday?
See,
No, I didn't.
see, I had the dates messed up too. It
No,
was
it was
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
nope. Like all my days are merging together.
See, that's what's happening
Yeah, no.
this week. And now Christmas and then New Year's. I'm like, good Lord.
Yeah, actually I did go on the last good date was it was very nice.
Oh,
He didn't tell me how far he was driving, but he drove an hour and a half. He lived in Indiana, or he lives
holy
in
sh.
Indiana.
And from where
And
you're
when
at, yeah, that's a good
he
drive.
drove the entire way, the entire way. Like I drove like 5 minutes.
Hmm.
And when he told me where he was from, I said, "Why didn't you tell me so I could have drove,
Like a halfway or
halfway?" And
something.
he goes, "Because I knew you were worth it." And he
That
had
just made
told
my
me,
panties wet. Holy shit.
he said,
Wow.
where I'm from, he's like, we don't have quality. He's like, and I knew that I have to go farther for quality. He's like, and you didn't prove me wrong. And he was holding my hand. He paid for
Wow.
everything. And I'll pay my share on a
Yeah.
first date. I don't care. And he paid for everything, held my hand, opened the door. I mean, he
Old
was actually,
school.
he did yeah, it was very chivalrous and old school. And he's good looking, and
What?
I
Bonus
do
points.
think I will see him again. I have,
Nice.
yeah, so that does not happen often, but right now,
So
maybe we'll
Ashley
see.
in
But I mean,
Indiana.
he lives very far away, so like I
But
said,
if he's putting in the effort, I mean,
my schedule is very wonky.
yes, it is. You're
Yeah,
a busy, busy
so
gal.
it's probably going to be very hard. So we'll see if it even sticks, but if it wants to, it will, you know?
Yeah.
So
Manifest. All right. Ashley in Indiana.
yeah,
We're gonna have to follow up on that now.
we'll see.
Well,
We'll
shit,
see.
well, Ash, as always, I appreciate you coming over. Love the time with you. Love chatting and
Thank
shit.
you for having me.
Yeah, we'll figure out something. Oh, that's what I was going to ask. Did you have anything upcoming? I know you already did Santa or no? I know Christmas is next week.
Yeah, it was too late. I did a kinky Santa last
Yeah.
year, and he was in harnesses and nipple piercing.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
pretty awesome. It was awesome, but there wasn't a lot of interest in it,
Oh,
at
okay.
least in my private group. So
Yeah.
I didn't want to
Pursue it.
book. Yeah, I didn't want to book
Oh,
somebody
okay,
and
okay.
have it just not fill. So maybe next year we'll see, or if the internet bots don't want to put me in jail anymore. So
I
we'll
know.
see. And
Good
well,
old
let's
shadow
see what else
bands.
is I'm doing raw sessions now, which it's more my normal boudoir sessions are very colorful
Hmm.
and I edit my pictures in a certain way that people can usually pick out that they're my pictures.
Yeah.
Not by over
Style.
editing or anything. I'm just saying style,
Yeah.
but I'm offering a more budget-friendly service, which is going to be called Raw, and
Ooh.
it's very nostalgic, you know, almost think like old school Polaroids, but it's uh I'm not
Okay.
I'm not over editing. I will put a certain type of feel and tone
Yeah.
to it, but you get every single image that I take, and it's not like over processed or anything like that. It's just raw. It's just you.
Wow.
So a lot of the women are starting to really like that. I've been
Yeah.
posting some. I
That's a
posted a
genius
few.
idea.
I posted a few on my socials without like giving people a heart attack, but I'm going to introduce that. So I'm excited.
Breaking news right here. Okay.
Yep.
You have to let me know. I'll definitely share that around. That's genius idea. I love that raw.
Mm-hmm.
You always come up with the best stuff. I'm telling you.
I try. I
Do
try. I
or do
try.
not, there is no try.
There's something going on in there. We'll see.
Sometimes
Whether
good,
it's
sometimes bad.
Yeah, whether it's crazy or just all over the place, it's usually all over the place. It's controlled chaos, maybe,
That's the
or
phrase.
beautiful chaos, beautiful
Yep.
controlled chaos.
Beautiful chaos is one I like. Beautiful chaos. It's chaotic, but it's also kind of cute. So,
Yeah, it's my chaos,
huh? All
however
right,
it
Ash.
comes out.
When we
So,
get more info on Rob, we'll definitely share that on socials, and I'm sure you will be back again soon.
all right. Well, I'm gonna be back on Tuesday.
Oh, you are coming Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that. So, for those that don't know, so this one's going to be separate. So, this will actually play after. The Christmas gift for the podcast is going to be the Slut Madness is going to post Christmas Eve morning. That's going to be my Christmas gift, and then announcing the winner of the Sexy Santa.
Okay. Cool.
Oh my God, we're gonna have so much fun, Ashley. So yes, I will see you in a few more days, and then we will find you on the podcast. I mean, why my brain is shutting off.
You're fine.
Oh Lord.
It's the holidays. Well, take care.
You too, Ashley. Thank you so
All
much for
right.
coming by.
Bye.
Ashley Klemm, as always, top notch, amazing. Oh, I could go on forever. Ash, I love you. You are so badass. Thank you for all you do. What else? Okay, so before we say good day, good evening, whatever you want to call it as, we do have one more announcement. So, if you love Ashley Klemm, if you want to get some boudoir sexy photos done, please go to ashleyclemm.com. Let me do that one more time. ashleyclemm.com. On the main page, there's a tab for intimate sessions, and that's for if you want a little boudoir experience. She's got you covered. So go ahead and check that out. Circle back. Let me know how that goes for you. And also, one more bonus thing, the fan interactions this week on Patreon. Our slutties voted on the question was, for the next Slut Madness, what category should we focus on? And based on the responses so the poll shows, it's a pretty big poll there. Ay. Right now, it is still porn category, so it seems that that's what everybody wants to talk about, and it looks like the next Slut Madness will definitely be porn category, so make sure to stay tuned for that. That'll be upcoming shortly. And what else? Well, more stuff upcoming on the show. We have the Arietti interview. We have the Rosbot interview. We also have Miss Lisa coming by to talk about Boys Town West. Clown Cult Chicago party is up and coming, and I know Rosbot has been very busy lately, so unfortunately, we're not going to get them in before the party, but I am still going to talk up that party. So make sure to watch out for the socials. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and the socials to get the information for Clown Cult. And I think that's it this week, Slutties. You tell me. Was it good for you? Are you satisfied? Is the new audio hitting? Do you love it? Do you like it? Let me know. I would love some feedback to make sure it's like I'm not crazy. And it's like, oh, it does actually sound good. Scoop, scoop. Well, slutties, and just like that, our night together has come to an end. As always, make sure you have all your things before you head out, and thanks for coming over. Text me when you get home just so I know you got home safe. But don't you worry, come back anytime. I will leave a light on for you, and maybe if you're lucky, even the door unlocked. Remember that pleasure is personal, consent is sexy, and curiosity keeps it fun. Stay safe and stay slutty.
No need to knock, the door's unlocked. Come on in, let's have some fun. The door's unlocked.